All right, so we got the fuel truck on the ground here. That's pretty sweet. I'm glad that's working on both of ours. All right. All right, so I got the fuel load sheet set, loaded in here. Let's see. I'll do my duties. Yeah.
November Alpha Romeo requested.
I know he sounds strange. Yeah, that's what when I first heard it, I thought that's what you actually had tuned it to was the 80s. And then I started hearing him talk regular. Let's get our radios on. No, watching a stream. Another Twitch guy. So you actually see the fuel going in as well over there on the FOB at the top screen up there. Sweet. Oh, the message came across top. All right. We're aligned. Sweet. All right, July 21. That's all good. Oh, and it. All right. Okay. All right. Looks like they're done loading the fuel. I don't know if we can do cargo before. I think we can do the cargo before boarding. But if not, I'll just get them both going at the same time. Got you. Oh yeah, because a lot of times you be sitting in the window and you can see them loading it up. All right, fuel truck's getting ready to leave. Let's see here. Hello. Oops. Yeah. W. Yeah, yeah, I'll do it right now. Landing lights coming on. Stand by. Turn up. That was me. Hey, no worries, man. Alright, K-I-A-H. Oh shit, hold on.
It's all good. No, I was saying the same thing. I was like, oh yeah, Bravo November. Alright, see.
Alright, let's see. K-I-A-H. Let's see if these folks start loading up on the airplane or not. Let's see. There. Turn. What? I just put the flight number in there. Oh, I guess I gotta put the route before I put the flight number. Flight number, car 6. You know what I did? So I just put the cruise in there and let it generate a temp, because I almost feel like that's what it does anyway. So it did. I just put the cruise level and it automatically do the temp in there. So we'll see.
I did forget to turn on switch our flag when I got back down the ground here.
Let me see. I selected loading. Let me see. Doors are open. Cabin door is open. Let me see. Oh, it says boarded now. Oh, cargo shouldn't be done already. Oh, maybe I got to do it from here. Press boarding. Oh. Okay, so I guess you got to actually go ahead and do request boarding, and it should give you the 66 up top. Yeah, I think it should. If not, give it a second. Let's see if it does it automatically. Did you get the banner saying boarding passengers? Oh, yeah. Go ahead and hit enter. Sweet. Yeah, door should be open already.
There's two options that I can do, and I don't know what I haven't really checked to see what the landing rate is just yet. But if the landing rate is higher than 500, what I might do is fly.
Yep. All right, let's see. Let me finish getting the rest of this going. Zero fuel weight. Does the zero fuel weight change as the people as it load? Oh, we should already have that from dispatch. Oh, okay. Gotcha. All right, flight plan. Let's go back there. Departure. We're taking 15 left again, right? Or is 15 left closed? Okay. All right, plan for 15 left. Is he loud in your ear? Okay. 7. 7. Insert. Track. Nice.
The other option
Hey, I forgot how to delete the flight plan discontinuity.
is I fly down,
Or can you?
I don't know, midway or some other hopefully with pleasant flight flows, especially with
Oh, okay.
maybe loading in 6,000 extra, but the fuel's a little excessive. I think. So, loading less
Well,
fuel.
no, it's asking me to see if I pick fix info. No, that ain't gonna work.
Those are my options right now, so I'm gonna check some plane rate was with smart cars.
Oh, on it?
Smart cars, and I'll check
Let's
see
see.
what chat is. Just in
Nah.
case it's a flat one, if it's under 500,
Let me see. Yeah, on this one, there's no delete in it. Spicer, all of that, fill in. All right, we'll get to it. I'm gonna get the rest of it in here, though. Let's get the rest of it in. Let's see. Can you see the video? Yeah, on the stream, I mean. I know sometimes people say they can't see it. All right, delete. You do? Oh, okay, sweet. Thank you. Alright. Let's see. Not on this one. I didn't do it. You hearing music or something? Oh. Oh, gotcha. CIM. Which one? Oh, it'll be the one that's the shortest. Alright. CIM. Canon. Kiah-Kase. We don't have an arrival into there. Hopefully Denver will be on L Vector SN. I'm gonna go ahead and put an approach in. Just trying to remember which one. I think you always land south, so it should be 1-5 if I'm not mistaken into there. Not mistaken. They got localizer 3-3. I'll leave that alone until we get in the air. I'll let you make that decision.
I'm going to take that. I do not have to do it.
Lateral revision from Vice. No, I don't want that. Just move Vice up.
True, I'm going to be a happy camper because I really don't want to.
Here, maybe. Yeah. Weirdo thing. Alright, let's see. Alright. Alright, I'll finish getting the rest of us going here. Alright, you already got the APU on. I'll disconnect the external power. Externals disconnected. You got the APU on already. Your probe heats on. Window heats. We got signs on. Get some lights. Sweet. Alright. Alright, so I'll go ahead and finish getting this going here. I'll disconnect the external power unit. Wheel shocks, all of those things are going. And I think when we close the door, it should move the jetway. But we'll check that and see. Unless you want to go ahead and do it and see if it'll disconnect the jetway for you if you close the cabin door. Alright, perfect, Nick. Oh crap, let me turn my phone back on. Alright, so...
Captain, the cabin is secure. All passengers are aboard.
Yeah, my jetway didn't disconnect. It didn't. Okay. Yeah, I guess we just have to each individually disconnect it. But let me see. I'm going to disconnect this, see if it does it on your end since yours is on. Nothing on yours? Oh, okay, then yeah, I guess you have to do it as well. It shouldn't bring the stairs though unless you have that turned on to where the stairs pull up to when the jetway comes up. Okay. Takeoff. What do you want for takeoff flaps? All right. One. I'll pick that sheet up if it lets me. All right. Trim down -1 1. All right. Minus. Oops. 1.1. And I guess technically we don't actually have to put anything in the takeoff. Is that takeoff shift or shift to shift? I would assume that's takeoff shift, right?
Yeah. We 392. Here was the 1,000 footers. If I had just held up a little bit more, we would have. You might have had a
right.
smoother landing.
All right. Well, I'll put the 270 on there. See if it takes it this time. All right. Well, it takes regular as well as Mach. All right, so we got our V speeds. I have it showing on my tape as well.
Much better landing than yesterday.
Oh, and it looks like it automatically fills in flex temp because I didn't put that in.
So I'll take it.
All right, next phase. Let's pre-select.
Go back to that.
Climb, pre-select. What would that be? I might have to look into that and see what that pre-select is for climb mode. We should be much lighter this time around, so we'll see how we climb out this time. Because there's no reason we should have used 12,000 foot of runway. Damn near 12,000 foot of runway on that last departure out of here. Yeah. Alright, so approach, we get that later. Alright, looks like we're good. Let me verify we don't have any other discontinuities. Alright, we look good there. EBL, we'll get that put in once we get within range for the approach. Alright, I feel like I'm missing the altitude.
I'm gonna come over here.
Oh. Oh. Oh, gotcha. Gotcha. That makes sense. Interesting.
Editing my picture here.
Hmm.
And then there's this one.
Right? Yeah, man, that's cool to know. At least now we know what's going on. Let's see.
I realized I don't think I took, go back and take a look here.
All right, yeah, we don't have anybody on ground. We don't have any restrictions on this departure either. Yeah, okay, so you already bugged up 16. Sweet. All right, that cabin door get closed?
I need to pull up my
Oh yeah, you closed it. Let me make sure it closed on mine. Yep, closed on mine.
next to finish.
And pressurization, we got the gate wide open
GSX.
again. The main gate's open on that pressurization, and we have landing elevation as well.
My X is already done, I think. Wait,
All right,
X is done.
I'll go over my
I just need to get
part of checklist, make sure I'm good on everything.
this one first here.
Since hell, you just did everything.
Right with you guys here. Just the
And what is our time? So we're like 1 minute behind schedule, which isn't bad. We actually did well getting all set up to get ready for push. So if you want, do you want me to do the push on here? Since I can, well, you know what? You can do it because we don't have any controllers on. If we had controllers on, I'd say let me do it because then I could do that little auto, or not the auto, but the quick route to set the airplane up to put us exactly where we need to go. But we don't have any controllers on right now, so I don't see why not. I think I'm trying to remember, what did I do? I think the reason I had that issue happen was because I went out the screen, went into the menu stuff and came back in, and that may have screwed with stuff. Because any other times we pushed, other than the one time with the Coronado stuff interfering with it, we both pushed at the same time. So let's do this. I'm gonna let you do it here, just for a quick second. I'm gonna take the parking brake off and just do Shift P, and I'm gonna tell you if I see me rolling, and if I do, then hairpin hit Shift P again to stop it. All right, parking brake off. You hit Shift P. Oh. All right, let me put the brake back on. Just hit Shift P again and make it stop. It is? I thought I disconnected it. Hold on, let me see. Doors are closed. Ground services. Yeah, they're all removed for me, and I got the wheel chocks off. Hold on, let me look again. Because you know what? I think earlier it showed me, yesterday, when that happened, it showed me as pilot monitoring again instead of pilot flying. So let me see. Yeah, see, like right now, connection type, I'm PF instead of PM. And what is yours showing? Ah, okay. So I'm wondering if it's something to do with the FMC or something of maybe closing the doors or something that's causing it to switch. Because I didn't mess with my throttles or anything to make it go back to PF. So I think that's what it was. I tried to push when I was, or I don't know, I think it was vice versa. Something happened, but when I opened this up, it switched me back to pilot monitoring instead of pilot flying when we was leaving here. So I'm gonna go back to PM because then that should give you controls over that. Oh crap! It put me back as PF again. All right, I'm PM now. Okay. All right, so yeah, whatever you pick out the gate, it should put me opposite of that. So we'll just verify that like handing off flight controls then whenever we do that connection to make sure it shows, and then we'll double check it again before we push until we figure out what's causing it to switch. All right, park and brake off. Is it moving? It's not moving for me. Oh, it's moving now. All right, Airbus, stop it. All right, I'm parking brake back on. All right, I'm going to look at this again just to make sure it didn't change it again. All right, no, I'm still PM. All right, let's see. All right, so we got the folks on board already. Let me see. Go over my part. Catch up with you. All right, before start, I'll get my windows closed, beacon lights on, thrust levers at idle, parking brake as required. Let me get my flows up here. Before this guy be like, man, this guy was lazy. I did all the work for him. I want to fly with this guy, this FO again. Lazy ass FOs. All right. Takeoff briefing. We've gone over takeoff briefing. Glacial barrel ref. Barrel ref. As in just the altimeter? Okay. FCU verify complete. Flight computer unit. Is that what that is? No, that can't be what it is. Because MCDU would be the FMC, I would assume. Okay, we'll verify complete pedestal. Check IRSs are aligned on my. From what I see, boarding, verify complete. Fueling is verified and complete, and it matches the load sheet. Doors are closed. Parking brake is on. Chalks removed. Traffic cones removed. Power is disconnected. And before start checklist, just went over that. Push and start clear. We got our push and start. We don't have controllers on. I'll get my doors closed. Beacon light is on. Oh shit, did you close my window? Man, this captain's just doing everything. Oh, you didn't? Oh. Man, I'll fly with this guy anytime. Alright. Alright, I think we're ready whenever you are. Alright, I'll release parking brake. And I'll lock the door for you. Oh, actually, are you going to use GSX? Alright, I just said it. That's why I got the same thing, because we removed the brake before they connected. Okay. Alright, I'll lock the door. Alright, I'll let you do it, and I'm going to see if he moves up here on mine. He is. Mine's still sitting still. I'll let you handle the parking brake then. Push start cleared. Before starting push cockpit prep, wheel shock remove, cabin sign on. IRS is now, fuel quantity set, barrel, windows, beacon. good there on my flow.
Just to go over the rest of just go over the rest of the deal. Go back in the cockpit. I'm gonna go to right taxi flight. We're gonna go to this way. Okay. So now it looks like they just finished with that or unloading the back. So we're gonna close those. Let's pretend this airplane is gonna get picked up by somebody else. So pretty much to go over the complete flight summary. We departed Detroit with some crazy weather. We had
Did they say they're still doing stuff?
before I think I started streaming during the swimming. I was at like 137 mountain time, 237 Central time. But we had Spirit A009 Rogue Squadron here, obviously.
Yeah, I'm checking again now.
Thank you so much for sticking around and watching. We didn't have any ETC to speak of at Detroit. We
No, so they're just sitting there not saying nothing.
leaving, but
And you're not getting that
pretty much it.
flash up there across the top saying anything?
We climbed up the
Hit your GSX menu and see if it's showing anything else in progress or anything.
once we got out of the Chicago airspace, the weather really cleared up. We did not meet to see until we came. We came in on the final approach. We had the tower different ground.
Then yeah, I guess aborted. I don't know why it did that. That's weird.
The landing rate was firm, I will say that. But in the case of 390, whatever, something, I will file that.
Oh, that menu came up. There you go.
Better than last night. But yeah, it was sort of like a miracle for me because it's technically 300
All right, and I'm pushing on my screen here as well.
better than what
Well, according to the flows, it's the captain's knobs.
and
You did? All right. All right, so APU is on. Let me get it on bleed so we can verify that. All right, engine 2.
I'm glad too because
Actually, I'm sorry. Let me get the mode selector set to start.
consider
And number 2 coming up.
like Detroit to like Midway
I'll start the clock.
St. Louis or something, and then from St. Louis fly to Denver or whatnot, or even fly to Houston, try my luck somewhere, and then
I got 26
November
into.
fall.
less fuel. But then just watch I load in less fuel. And
Actually, I'm sorry. I think that part is. I'm only supposed to announce engine 1 or engine 2 stabilize.
going to fly again. I'm probably not going to load in that much fuel, and I'll stick to what I've got. I've generally never had to divert myself, other than actually when I was down in Houston. I was going into Houston. I was with the Airbus, and went to Dallas Fort. That was wonderful.
All right, 52 in 2, 18 in 1.
That's our fourth flight with the company.
EGT is
Next time we fly,
stable. Say again.
I will be in the right seat, and we'll see where we fly.
Oh, is it?
But the next time we stream and fly,
Oh, okay.
will more than likely be
All right, we got flex up there, 67 Celsius. We got fuel flow.
that I fly with Chris.
Engine number 2 looks stable.
I think Frontier, we'll see where we
We'll get number 1 started.
exactly where
Number 1 up. I'll reset the timer.
was Chris flying. Mine too here.
Oh, and I just saw the brakes move. I guess that's part of the auto hydraulics. Oh. Oh, how'd you make that go to 0? On the little acupressure brake system,
Definitely glad I was able to fly.
right by the landing gear.
Anyways,
Like they went from green.
thanks for watching. And
Oh, you said the parking brake. That's why. Okay.
goes on by here and watches this later. Thanks again. I do
I
apologize.
got 27 in 2 fuel flow.
Had a better landing approach. At the end of the day, I'll take it. So,
All right.
next time we'll be able to prove it in theory. Maybe
Stop the
77
clock.
should have better.
Set.
Maybe try
I got a fuel flows coming up.
like 800 Southwest.
EGT looks stable. N2s look stable.
Back here in Denver.
Switch you back to the APU menu there. All right, we'll go back to normal on the mode selector.
Pretty much right now. Packs are getting off.
All right, cabin check. Spoilers, I'll on the spoilers for you.
In fact, I don't know if that's something that ground service would see. Airbus.
Yep. All right, I'll get taxi light on for you. Runway turnoff's coming on for you. And make sure I got the rest of my part. After start flows, ground spoilers on. Rudder trim 0. Flaps, get the flaps set for you here. Flaps 1 coming in. ECAM status check. Flight controls check. Oh, pilot monitor and do flight controls check? Oh no, it actually looks like it's on both of ours. So I guess it would be where we're testing it on each side, I guess. But I don't think mine will do anything. If you're pilot flying, I don't think it will. Yeah. Oh, yeah, it looks like it's moving on the screen there. All right. Full right. My wings, though, the ailerons aren't moving. Oh, you do? Okay, good. As long as you see them, then. Because you're flying anyway. All right, I'll do rudder check on my side. All right, we look good there. Check. And we got the trim set to 1.1 down. You have to do that part because you're flying. All right, cabin. There's on the top. Look good there. I'll get the APU shut down here. APU bleed going off. Available. Turn that off there. Right pumps. Right pump should be on. The pump should be on, right? Turn them on. I don't know. Okay, I don't know why they were off on my screen. Oh, okay. Alright. I'll check the takeoff config button here. Takeoff config normal. AP. All right. All right, we're moving along. Check mine. All right, I have mine a little bit above neutral. I don't know if you just moved that because I got it like a little bump on it just above neutral to keep it from doing that. All right, door closed there. And we're clear right on this intersection coming up. I don't know if anybody's... I'm sorry. I think so. Go for it. Got a nice sunset going there. Oh, let me get flight directors on for you. Flight directors on. Speed set 44. equalizer, that. I swear, Maz was doing the same thing last night too. N2? I mean N1? They both showed 27 and 26 on mine. They're at neutral. On here it shows auto throttle 0. It's kind of moving around now and came back down. Well, let me put mine back to neutral just to make sure it's not interfering. It may just have to deal with that little ticking noise for now. Alright, after start flows are good. Taxi flows, taxi clearance obtained, elapsed time as required. Oh, I guess during the taxi we're supposed to start the clock there too, I assume. Brake pressure check 0. Auto brakes max, we'll get that up here shortly. We're clear right. Flight instruments FMA checked, radar. I'll get the radar on for us. Radar on. And then you have the other one. Alright, 1-5 left at Whiskey. Identified at the hold short. Alright, takeoff config, we verified that's good, and I'll set max brakes for you. Takeoff memo, good. Before takeoff, check brake temps are, what the heck do I see brake temps out in the wheel section? Guess I should have had that up. 1, 2, and 3. I wonder what the max numbers is on that. 1 and 2, and oh no, maybe I guess that's the wheel numbers, how they just got them labeled. So temperature's just above it. That looks normal to me. Oh, hey, do me a favor. See if your emergent thing is working this time. Like, just check it. Just check the in your add-on drop-down box and see if it's showing, if it's listed there. Okay. Brake fan is off. Take off. Clearance engine mode as required. Kiah-Kase on. External lights are set. Packs 1 and 2 as required. Sliding tables are stowed. Yeah, from up there in the menu on P3D. Alright, sweet. Then it should work good for you as we're landing. You should see the little haze out in front of the landing lights, as it should be nighttime probably by the time we get there. Oh, you did? Yeah. Alright, let me see if I let me try to get a good camera angle for this takeoff though, real quick. So you can get a good pickup on that. And I think I'll do it from down here. Yeah, we'll just do it from here. Hold on, let me see if I got a front cam. Yeah, we'll go with that one. Alright, so I'll switch to that one after we go gear up. Alright, so I'll make the radio calls here for us. I don't see anyone on the approach end. Runway looks clear. Departure end looks clear as well. And get the light on the compass here. Alright. Alright, George Bush Intercontinental traffic, SKYWEST 5885, entering the runway 15 left for departure to the northwest. George Bush. I'll get my chart pulled up here. Alright, and I have 15 left identified on the runway as well. FNL, hello sir. Glad to see you over here. I was say, hey, I'm not turning on my screen. I see you turning out. Nice sharp turn. I got 15 on my ND. 150 on the compass. All right. Airspeed's alive. Oh, I'm sorry. 80 knots cross check. Sorry. All right, we got V1. Rotate. That was much better. Alright, there you go. Alright, got positive climb rate. Gear coming up. That's a nice looking turnout. Oh shit. Did you call flaps up? I'll go flaps up for you. Alright, flaps coming up. And I'll reset the heading mode for you. And you want auto throttles on or off? Alright, auto throttles coming off. Or disconnected. Alright, heading bug set. Master caution light out. Oh, you got to do the thrust. Yeah, there you go. Nice turn, nice turn. Man, this looks good. All right, we got flaps up. Get let's see, get bleeds on, I guess. Oh, bleeds are already on pressurization. Get that going in. All right, and after landing, after takeoff, I'm sorry. Takeoff flows. I missed all my announcements, I think. Alright, APU master is off. Engine mode selector is normal. Kiah-Kase is set. After takeoff, MCDU is set. BREF is set as well. Anti-switch on the landing light. I'll get the nose light off there. Nose light going off. Seatbelts on, ECAM memos review, look normal. Op max altitude check. Secondary flight plan as required. Take off, landing gears up, flaps retracted, packs are on. I wonder how often do they do a no packs takeoff. Alright, I'll get you direct to BICE. For some reason it didn't pick it up, I guess. Oh, direct device. What? I didn't see the cloud. Oh crap! Let me do a debug. Make sure mine is up to date. Fresh. Yeah, I even see this little layer over in front of us here. Alright, BICE is set as our next waypoint. Climbing through 10. Landing lights coming off. Runway turn-offs off. Let the folks in the back know. We're above 10,000. You want me to bug you up on the speed or anything? Alright, bug up 290 on the speed. 290 set. And I'll go ahead and bug you up on the altitude to cruise. Yes, sir. Or 32. Alright, 32 set. You still toga? Mine is showing lever climb. Should be at climb mode. On mine is showing flex. And that's up to you. I just wanted to verify that mine's. Oh shit! I forgot to start the clock again. One job, FO. Alright. Alright, we're looking good. I'll verify our pressurization. We do have a pressurized cabin. PSI is 5.0, 600 foot climb, and 2,800 foot on the cabin altitude as of right now. Alright, we're looking good. No master caution. Lights. Good. Let's see what FNL Aviator says. Hey, I'm here. That looks awesome. Yeah, man. Beautiful takeoff. It does look good. Yes, it does. Alright, passing through 16. And DWH Tower is online again. I swear I got to get into some GA flying over there with that guy. Oh, these clouds are from the outside view. Almost look like some Microsoft clouds with the weird droopy stuff. Alright, transition altitude. I said it's standard. Standard on my side. Now I'll get standby. Is that 299.2 from where you sit? On standby? Okay, so alright, standby set. Alright, we'll be right back. Get some supper. Alright, cool. I'll see you shortly, FNL Aviator. Alright, I'll cycle through all of our engines. Look good. We got fuel flow even. Fuel used 880. Left engine's off by about 20 pounds. Oil pressure, looks good. Oil levels look good. PSI is good. Temps look good. Little to no vibration. End tubes look good. Blades are open and pressurized. Pressurization. We still got pressurized cabin. 6.4 PSI, 700 feet per minute. 41 cabin. We're all green on our electrics. Hydraulics, 3,000 across. Good there. Yeah, fuel flow. Man, this airplane can hold a lot of fuel. Goodness. Right? Alright, APU is dead. Water. Air conditioning. Make it a little cooler in the back for those folks. Make them go to sleep. Bring that down a couple for cabin down. How you feeling up here, Captain? You need a cooler or warmer? Alright, I'll get that door open so she can get in here. Put this camera on. She's probably standing right there waiting. Hey, she ain't even at the door, man. I don't know what to tell you. Oh, you did? Alright, I'm gonna check them out. Alright, pass through flight level 250. Let's see if she ever shows up there at the door. Alright, doors are good, wheels, stove. Alright. All looks good from here. TS status. All clear. Alright. Leave it on the electrical page. Alright, I'll get the seatbelt sign off. It looks like it's smooth sailing up here. Seatbelts off, portable devices. Good. Overhead panel looks normal from here. Oh. Oh, you know what? Maybe it's that because you did have it on auto before and it didn't happen till just now. And I swear I feel like I've heard that thing go off right above 10,000. I think it might be alerting flight attendants, maybe, I guess. Because I don't know. It's hard, but I know Every time I've heard it recently, it would be when we were just above 10,000 feet. And now it comes up, I don't think it's coincidence, it came on right after I flipped off the portable devices and seatbelt signs. Alright, passed through flight level 300. Thousand feet to go. I'm gonna extend the range out on the map. $1,000 to go. Yes, yes. That's why I took it all the way up to 18 on yesterday when I didn't want to. It was almost like doing the work and just giving it to the autopilot. If I was fighting with it, I'd be like, "Hey, turn the autopilot on, turn it on, turn it on." But it was easy. Like, I'm not giving this over to him. I'm flying this all the way up, right? And even on that approach, when I flew that approach felt good too. It was just smooth and easy. As long as you can manage that damn speed. Not let the speed get away from you. Alright, we're flight level 320. Alright, autopilot 1 coming on. Switch to 0.80. And auto throttle on. Auto throttle on. I think I was about to say, I think it went idle because it's coming back on the speed. It is a weird feeling hearing that thing just go. Right? Alright. Alright, so you did say set autopilot buggers 0.80, and I feel like I missed one other thing you said. Oh, okay. Sweet. Alright, that checks. And verify pressurization is. Alright, yeah, we don't have an ascent on the, oh, there she goes. Yeah, pressurization was stabilized. Is it open? Oh, I think you gotta click it once.
Hello, Captain.
Oh, there it goes.
Enjoy.
And I'll have a, dang it, she keep leaving. Alright. Guess I'm just non-existent, huh? Flight attendant lady. Right? Captain gets the coffee and I get the lint out of my pocket. Alright, we got an hour and a half flight time remaining. Man, your clouds look better than mine. That first picture looked real good. Yeah, I think that's what it is, man. That the true sky thing is it just kind of does as it may. Yeah, man, your clouds look damn good. Yeah, it looked like you had a couple layers. Or a few. Damn, yeah, that looks nice. You can make one of these your background page on your Twitch. Start getting that Twitch channel going. Hey, man, you're more professional sounding than I am. And more qualified. Yeah, man, these clouds look nice on yours, man. Looking through all of them. I'm telling you, that sunset, man, that sunset departure or landing with the way these clouds be coming in, man, it's breathtaking. It's almost unreal that this is on a simulator on my computer. Yeah. Alright, now I got a nice little overcast, a broken layer built up, but man, the variations in the light looks amazing. Like you can really see the like the reddish from the sun on that little atmospheric layer below it, below the clouds. This looks realistic as hell. Huh? Oh. Let's see. Yeah, that's what mine looks like. But it looks a little bit more. Some of the cloud layers look a little full. If you see it on the stream, it looks good from what I see. Your clouds look a little smaller. It looks like I got a little bit more fuller looking overcast. And you see like the reddish in it. Yours look like that too, though. I'm looking up there at yours. Let me see if I can pull it up in the live graphic. I don't think we can. Shadows. It may make the difference too on what you got on anastrophic. Do you still got anastrophic? And we don't want to go out and look at it, but offhand, do you know if you still have yours set to 16x on the display setting? Oh, okay. Let me see what else was that. 'Cause I think we looked at yours. Your other stuff did look the same. Let me see. Shadows. Yeah, I think mine still look like this even with shadow draw distance on. The one thing we can do when we finish the flight, though, we can go into the P3D config folder. Because one thing I will say I did do, even though it did look better when I loaded up 5.2, I went in and deleted the volumetric cloud config. Just like a couple other things, if you delete it when you open P3D, it automatically rebuilds it on its own. That's probably the only thing I did differently other than settings. So we'll do that at the end of the flight. And because I know that Adam dude did say that, like on 5.1, I think when it came out, some people's 5.1 didn't even build a volumetric cloud config folder or config file. And so, or it did, but it didn't add all the other extra stuff that changed on it or something. So he said delete it and let it rebuild a new one, and that should help. So I'd say that's probably the one other thing we can do for yours. Ew, after the flight? I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Today's Tuesday. Oh shit, let me check my work phone. Make sure I didn't get a phone. I didn't miss a phone call. What's that? Oh, right there. Man, it's got me nervous having this damn phone. Because normally, when I get off work, I turn this phone off and leave it in my truck. I don't even bring this thing in my house. Alright. Yeah, I just lost all those pretty overcast clouds I just had. Damn near all the clouds. I got some Kind of looking like how yours look up there, minus that nice reddish humidity layer mixed in between. Okay. Alright guys, so we're at cruise level flight level 320. And the Airbus doing a fictional SKYWEST flight. I forgot to set that name correctly. I forgot to do that. Let's see if I can change that. See if I can add that in here real quick. That should do it. Hopefully it'll update it on the stream side here. Alright, we're turning on course. Man, I hate these liveries don't look as good as they should. It's dark in here. Yeah, these liveries look horrible. The least they could do is update the models so these liveries look better. Man. Thing looks terrible. Let's get these lights on there. Alright. Alright, brightness up there. We're looking good up top. Where's the lights on? That brighter. Turn the lab lights off. Lab lights on. Oh, there's that weird switch. Guess that's a captain switch only, probably is what it is. Back here behind me. captain seat there. Mess with it anyway, if you wanted to. No worries. I'm just messing around with these camera angles here. I feel like there should be a way to turn the circuit breakers on up top. Yeah, for the circuit breakers up top as well as the ones behind us. Cause I see the reading light knobs up above us on those circuit breakers up top, but they just get real bright. They don't actually backlight the circuit breakers. Maybe they should. I have them there on the radar. See if I see them outside. I don't see a contrail from them. Do you? At 330, he should have a contrail. Yeah, because we're still TAT -6. Mine's still pretty scattered though. You got overcast? Oh, yeah, that's what I should be seeing. I'm looking at it on 4Flight and I can see it, and there it goes as I'm talking. Why can't Active Sky load this stuff as it should be? I got this thing set to every 5 minutes. It should be updated every 5 minutes. Yeah. Damn, these look good though. Minus the squarey look. But just to see the light, that brightness on some of the clouds, and then that deep dark shadow on other ones. You don't? It could be in the config with the oh, you said you have lens flare on, right? You should be able to see that in the live graphic if you pull that up. And if it's still not, it may have to be turned on from that looks good. me see. Yeah. That looks like a real picture. I'm liking the way that looks out the left window, looking out your window over there. Stuff looks, it looks lovely, man. Lovely. Okay. Why is that possible? Oh, I guess because I clicked out the lens flare is on for yours. So when you look directly at the sun, you don't get that glow, that flare whenever you look into it. Even if you jump in the right seat and do it? Oh, I see. Let me see. It's got like a baby glow, if that at all. Interesting. I wonder if Rex has something to do with it. I'm picking up something on the map. Should we be having something showing up on the map right on the radar right now? We should. Oh, it is 2 degrees down, so that's below us. I'm trying to think, because the only other thing I have is Rex Skyforce, but I don't know if that stuff even integrates yet with EA. I know it will work with the old clouds. I'm just trying to think of what else I could have changed. What is your let's see, let me see something here, because I think light blue may have something to do with that too. Lighting. It doesn't. I still got the glow. Dynamic display. Oh yeah. So I get it when I turn. Mine looks like yours when I turn lens flare off. Maybe untick lens flare and then turn it back on. Sitting in the right seat and see if it changes. When I'm sitting in the right seat and I turn it off, it looks like yours. I don't have that red hue around it. Then when I tick it again, it comes back on. Let me get in the left seat. Yeah, I still sit in the left seat too. No change. Damn. Damn, these clouds look good. Man, it is something about a sunset, man. I'm telling you. Yeah. Now that you say that, that's pretty interesting. I feel like it should be, I guess, depending on perspective, it is still in the west. Man, this looks good. My brightness, oh, that may be what it is. No, I don't know. I know my brightness is up. I think I moved it back down to 1 because I turned auto exposure back on. Yeah, it's on 1. Bloom is on 1, and saturation is at 1. We'll have to check that on yours. Damn, it does look good. Even on the stream, it looks good. Damn it. Where'd all the clouds go? They just disappeared on me. Yeah, we'll look at yours, man, because I can't think of what else could be causing that issue. Other than if maybe Rex Skyforce does have something to do with my son. I'm glad we did this so we can see that on yours and figure out what's going on with it. Maybe that's why the shadows looked even differently. But maybe I was about to say maybe it does have something to do with that volumetric cloud, but that doesn't have nothing to do with the sun. I'm trying to think of what else it could be. That's why I say this is to me the way I judge EA and True Sky is like golf. It has its moments where I'm like, okay, yes, reasons why I keep it on this setting. Just like you hit that one good shot, and it's the reason you keep coming back to golf. Like I said, man, I can't even get on board with the old clouds anymore, man. When after seeing this, I mean, literally after the first time I seen it on yours before I bought it, I was like, yeah. And then when I bought it and saw it myself on my computer, I was like, yeah, I can't go back to those other clouds. Can't even do it. And like I said, it made it even better with the with having the them update the rain and snow and the thunder and lightning, so I don't have to switch back and forth or even use that profile anymore for nighttime. Yeah, we're an hour and a half out. We're doing pretty good on ground speed for it to feel like we're not moving very fast. Yeah, only 8 knots. Set managed speed. Did you do that already? Yeah, I just haven't cleared it on my FMC. I wonder what that little indicator is in the armrest. It says KIGECA. Below it has got some numbers. Ah, got you. Sweet. Nice. Okay, that makes perfect sense. Hey, when you were in the sim, did it smell brand new or it smelled old? Really? Coffee and closet. Oh man, that's interesting. Got no missed phone call, but I bet 100 will take it off the charge. Move it over here where I can see it. Flight says we got somebody off our right, but he looks like he's about 20 miles off our right, shooting 13,000 feet below us. Never mind, he's below the clouds. Man, this looks good. So do you even get that nice orange glow across the clouds at all? Like if you, cause like I'm looking back behind me and I'm seeing it. All right, yeah, we're at cruise anyway, so it should be good. All right, let me see if I can bring this up. Well, let me see if I can pull this up on the screen. Oh, there we go. All right. Can you share your screen again? I think I accidentally closed it. Okay. All right. Let me see if I can make it focus. Dang it! It keep going like half screen or something. Oh, let's see if I can pull it. There we go. Okay. Yeah, so like off to the right there, when you panned off to the right, that's kind of how mine looks off to the right, not looking at this directly into the sun. Yeah, those look about the same. But yeah, I don't know why you're not getting that glow unless, like I said, Rex, because Rex did update this stuff to work in V5, but I don't know. Yeah, see, you got the bloom. Turn the bloom all the way up. Let's see what it does. Oh shit! Look like a damn explosion. All right. Damn, bloom go. Oh yeah, bloom goes all the way up to 3. That's right. It's got everything glistening. And reflections up there, saturation. I don't ever mess with that because I don't. Yeah, that looks ugly. Brightness at 126, and you got auto. You've been having auto exposure off. Turn it on. I don't see the glow, but it looked like it made somewhat of a difference. Because like I told you, I ended up just turning it back on and leaving it on. So I wouldn't have to have my brightness turned up so high. Still don't look different to you? No, because you would see it as you're panning around. You would see it like get brighter and then dimmer as you look away from it, like it would real life. Because you can see as I'm looking around, you'll see, you know how in real life you look directly in the sun, it gets bright as hell, and you got to look away. So like as I'm panning around, I can see the glow gets brighter. I think it may be a Rex thing then. Rex Skyforce thing. Maybe that's why it makes it. Maybe they did fix it to work with the sun and stuff. Because I guess the sun isn't very much affected by EA. More or less the clouds and the atmosphere itself. So it could have something to do with it. They're pretty much just like Active Sky, but their weather engine sucks. I was on their. What was their team called? They had a beta team, but then they had another Skyforce, like, what was it? Some other little thing. Like we were kind of beta, but it's almost like we got to school late, so we were in our own little group. You know, we're not in the main group that was created, but they still needed people, so they threw us off in this other little group. And pretty much beta tested it too. And when Rex Skyforce first came out, man, I bought it first day, January 1st or 2nd of 2019. And I tried to work with those guys for as long as I could on trying to help out and try to hope they can get that weather engine and stuff working. And the problem that they have with their weather engine, unlike Active Sky, and I don't know if they fixed it, but as long as I've ever used their weather engine, in the flight levels, the wind shift, whenever the weather would update, the winds would go from what it is right now. We could have a headwind of like 60 knots, and it'll just fall off to 0, or flip to a tailwind, and the plane would just go nuts. And then it would flip right back around after the weather was done updating back to the correct winds. So the airplanes up there shifting and spinning around, and so your fuel consumption get thrown off. Because the engines are like spooling way up to catch up with this damn tailwind it just picked up. You know, and it's revving the engines up trying to get back up to speed, and then it switches back to a headwind, and now you're over speed and it's having to dial it back down. And it was a headache, man. Yes. And so I eventually said, you know what, the hell with it, I'm gonna try this Active Sky thing out, because I've always seen a lot of people on their streams and YouTube videos, everybody's using Active Sky as their weather engine. And so a year had lapsed So from date to date, I said, you know what? I gave these guys a whole year of this thing, and this still isn't anywhere better than what it was the first day they released it. And I feel like I gave it a fair shake, but every flight I was constantly updating and messing with it to see if the weather was being accurate as it was, you know, showing real life. And I'd constantly have to shut the thing down, open it back up, get it to finally regenerate. And then I think they do updates on their systems at like midnight, our time, midnight. I don't know where they are on their time, but almost every night if I was flying at midnight, the thing would just stop working altogether. I would get no weather. And I was like, yeah, exactly. So I was like, you know what? And to me, it's a give and take between these two, between Active Sky and Rex. Rex has magnificent cloud art. The cloud structures that they build, they have great thunder and lightning sounds if you're using the base, what they call legacy weather engine in P3D, where you basically turn EA off. The not rain effects, but the rain sounds, the thunder sounds, like I said, the sun effect, they have that, the moon effect of how much like realistic the moon look if you zoom in on it. That part of it, they are top notch on it. They got that corner of the market, you know, locked in. But their weather engine blows, and that's where Active Sky comes in, where their weather engine is top notch. Don't have to worry about it. You know, most part, 90% of the time, you don't have to worry about it. It's good. But their cloud art, to me, I don't really like it. One of the guys that I follow, Bill, on Twitch, he uses cloud art, and I can clearly see the difference between Rex's cloud formations and how their cloud depiction looks versus Active Sky. Active Sky stuff just seems too bright to me. Like there's no real true variation in the cloud brightness and, you know, shadows and stuff. It's just all white puffy clouds. No matter where you're looking, how you're looking, it all looks very bright. It looks weird to me. And the sky has more of a greenish tint to it than blue. And I'm pretty sure you can go in and change that stuff, but I just could never get with their cloud structure, so I never bought it. Just based on what I've seen on most streamers, it all kind of had that same undertone color to it that I didn't like. Yeah, and that's why I say Rex, clouds and the sun stuff, I think that's where you're gonna get this effect from, is with the Rex. But to tell you to go and spend, I think that crap's like $30 or maybe $40 for it just to get the sun effect. You can't really use anything that they have with Skyforce with EA on, other than what it looks like to be the sun, to get this glow effect. But I've, like I said, been using Rex forever, and I already had it. So I was like, well, as long as I still have it, I'm going to see if it works. So I would go in and just activate some of these things, see if it would make a difference in EA. And apparently, like I said, the sun does. I got this nice glow from the sun. Yeah. Yeah, that's why I say the dynamics on cloud textures and sun stuff does look good. It's just that weather engine was crap. So eventually, I just use their cloud depictions if I didn't have EA on, and let Active Sky run the weather engine like it's doing. Yes, yes. Yeah. Because, I mean, realistically, you cannot look directly into the sun. It's just a bright light. You know, from the corner of your eye, looking at it out the periphery, you can see the shape. But the moment you look directly into it, it goes basically like to what it is on here. It's blinding almost. Yes. Right. Let me mess with this. Where's that damn, what you call it? That sunshade, that visor. I thought we had a visor here. Oh, off on the side. Oh, where are you? I don't know why I felt like I thought it was. You do? Oh, sweet. Oh, man. Yeah, it did. And even just looking from behind the shade, it looks different. Let me get my seat right. So even when I look at behind the shade and then come from behind the shade, it gets brighter. Up from down there, I can't really see, but off to the side, I get it back in front of me. Yeah. I will ride with the visor down. Alright, we're cruising at Mach 80. Got an hour left in flight. I believe this is what we were talking about. We don't have an arrival, so I guess the only thing we can talk about is the approach. And Denver doesn't look to be online. Alright, go ahead and turn the flight deck recorder back on. I don't know if you can in this airplane. I know in the CRJ it has it. And they're like right down in the center console. You can test it anyway. And I believe in the 175 you can actually turn it on. Whether that, oh, you know what? I think you can do it in this airplane. Because I know there was, when I read the manual, it said it was a flight deck recorder option or something. Or kind of like the fuel planner thing. There supposedly is a flight deck recorder feature as well, but I don't know how to use it. I tried to mess with it, but I couldn't find it. Now I don't know if it actually recorded audio, if it was just a tracker, for a flight tracker. Could have been that. I'm not too sure. Better than it was going to Florida, strangely enough. Remember we were barely doing like 430, I think 430 or 435, I think. What sound? Oh yeah, yeah. Oh, let me pull it back up. I had shut it. I had closed it. It's still showing up there. I just went out of it. Alright, yeah, I'm in it now. Oh. Coffee gun. Oh. Uh-huh. See if I got that on my side. Maybe I can give me some coffee. No, I don't have it on my side. Did it make the noise though? Nuh-uh. Let me push it on my side from my screen, see if it does it. I feel like I remember hearing that before. Oh, aft, you can't even push aft. It's only forward. Looks like. Let me see if she. Did you hear it right away when you pushed it? Oh, okay. See if she comes back. Oh, yeah, I just heard it now. I wonder if that's them outside the door, and that's like the noise of letting us know they're outside. Yeah, because now she's at the door again. Watch this skeezer give you the coffee again.
Hello there, Captain. Enjoy.
Oh, and it's back over there on the captain's side, of course, while my tray is empty. Lint balls just rolling by. The life of the FO, I guess. Man, these clouds look good. Let me get this visor out of the way. I gotta enjoy this. Man, this looks good. What was that? Master caution just came on. Autopilot still connected. Did you mess with the throttles maybe? Oh. Let me see. Yeah, Mach is back set, altitude nav, autopilot 1. Flight directives 1 and 2 active. So far, it looks good. I'm gonna have a talk with these flight attendants, man, after this flight. I deserve better than this. Right? Sweet, I'm glad that works there, man. I'm gonna hit the print button. See if it gives us an en route progress or something. Let's see, what is it giving us on the progress? Or if that's progress, what does that say? Flight 1 SKYWEST aircraft, arrival, case, LDA, NA. Give us anything. I wonder why is that? It's page 1. Page 2, load sheet. 1904.5. Yeah, man, dude, I'm telling you, doing this, man, kind of really getting me want to try that other damn VPN again. The first VPN we was messing with, where we can try to jump in any airplane and connect. Because the only one we really jumped in was the 145 and that damn Piper Cub. The Piper Cub worked fine. The 145, I don't even think we got it off the gate, did we? Or did we? Yeah, that could very well be that. The CRJ, the 175s. Yeah, that's the reason that I'm saying that. So we can really fly these SkyWest flights and that thing. Yeah, exactly. And mainly, I think it was because of changing things in our routers to make sure those things were connected. Because I think once that was connected, now I will say the only person, you were the only one who could actually host. I don't think I ever got a chance to get the thing to host, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. Yeah, in comparison, that was a bit much to be fooling with. And the worst part is to not see many other people doing it with other airplanes. Hour out, I don't think we're gonna see Aspen in the daytime. This I did notice on your takeoff it said something inhibitor in purple. What did that mean? The only reason I asked that because I'm wondering if there's one for terrain inhibitor. Because I know we're going to get terrain warnings once we're on this approach. That makes sense. You said too, when I tune to the 80s, the one that you hear through Active Sky, you don't hear it on your side. Oh shit! I forgot to switch to 121.5. Somebody could be dead down there, and I just let them watch us fly on by. All right, let me see. We got any en route weather over there. All right, I'm gonna switch it back.
Abbreviated briefing from your current position.
Are you hitting the abbreviator right
Alpha,
now?
Hotel 2 Kilo Alpha Sierra Echo. No segments active for your route flight.
Weird that it
Environments
doesn't
active
auto
for your
activate
route
on
flight.
your
Current
side.
weather conditions. X-ray Sierra Victor Sierra wind 109er at 5 visibility 10 sky conditions.
It might be an active sky thing,
scattered
that's why.
3,600
Because you're not actually.
scattered ceiling 10,700 broken light rain temperature 2.
I bet it would probably work if we were on
altimeter
nav 20 probably.
3014.
But I think there may be an active sky thing.
Estimated arrival
On why it
wind
doesn't automatically
132
translate to your
at
side.
5,
Because I bet if we had
visibility
the
10 sky condition 4,800 scattered ceiling.
if we had the what was it? The weather, the ATIS information, because you turned your ATIS off in your sim, right? That automated one, a built-in one. If okay, because otherwise you'd hear it if you tune to a specific frequency whenever you have your AI traffic on. What the heck was that? That was somebody's trash can. I just heard. I heard a loud noise outside. Trying to see what it was. Yeah, in the front yard. Could have been somebody just flying past that little hump right there before the house and scraped the front end of the car. Right. All right. Well, looks like my clouds look somewhat like yours up top. I think yours look a little bit better. Yeah, because I even put it up on my phone in full picture to see what it looks like on there. And yeah, you get that nice little glow around the sun there. And even somewhere like right in here, like when I move or look around, you can see just that little bitty, whatever that little iris thing that shows up right in the middle of it as well. I don't know. That's why I said I think it might be that may very well be a damn Rex Skyforce thing. All right, let me see what our weather is over here.
Kilo Alpha Sierra Echo Airport Information Foxtrot 0153 Zulu weather wind 132 at 5 visibility 10 sky condition 4,600 scattered ceiling. Kilo Alpha Sierra Echo Airport Information Foxtrot 0153 Zulu weather wind 126 at 5 visibility 10 sky condition 4,600 scattered ceiling. Kilo Alpha Sierra Echo Airport Information Foxtrot 0153.
All right, so we got 126 at 5
132 at 5
on the wind. So yeah, that's going to constitute a southbound landing. Scattered at 4,600. Didn't get the altimeter yet for some reason. Didn't pick it up. But I'll wait till we're much within 30 minutes to pick that up. Let's see. I'd see if you want to do the Roaring Fork visual, but I think it's going to be nighttime, and I'm pretty sure it's not authorized at night to shoot this visual. Yeah, Roaring Fork, like a bear roaring. Oh, Roaring Fork visual, sorry. Weather minimum ceiling 6,000, visibility 10. This was gonna be tricky to spot though, so we'll see. Hopefully, you're able to spot it well, and we'll in the approach chart on Navigraph. No, just above that. For runway 15, should say Roaring Fork. You don't? Is your Navigraph up to date? Oh, hold on, let me pull it up here. Oh, not there. I don't ever use that right there. Hit that drop down box in the middle. Oh, the little uptick underneath case. Yeah, move that out the way and see. And so even that, I don't ever type all this stuff in. I just get direct on here. So click case right there. Oh, yeah, there you go. Yeah, and I open all my stuff from over here. Yeah, so I can really see everything. Yeah, the only time I used to fill that in, but then I just got tired of doing it. And I only fill, and in most parts I only fill it in active skies, so to try to make sure the weather stays as correct as possible. Yeah, I guess depending on where you're coming from, but they all looks like they feed like a toilet bowl funnel-like thing to that whatever that point is right there. But I'm pretty sure it's got to be all DME from red tape. Yeah, because from the look of it, it looks like it's showing radial 163 down, pointing straight toward the left corner of runway 15. So it's shooting. It's a gray line shooting right through that toilet bowl. So yeah, I'm assuming you would use that VOR to do it, but I'm sure real life too. I assume you're looking for those certain ridges because I see all of these waypoints, these visual waypoints that they have with the mountains. But shoot, I'm pretty sure my first time seeing that real life, I'd be like, all I see is mountains. I can't differentiate one peak from another. Yeah, man. Got Independence. Oh, so it looks like you would be following the river up to a certain point, because down toward the bottom corner of that it says Roaring Fork River, which it looks like coming from that right corner. That's what you're on. Kind of trailing it, but not so much, I guess, because you end up right back over the mountain and then joining in on that left turn in. Just north of the airport. Yeah. That's why I say I don't know that we can actually fly this procedure at night, because I think our visual aids have now disappeared at that point. So even if we were trying to follow that river or see that river to make sure we're on course with it, Pretty sure we won't be able to see it. The Frying Pan River either. I don't think we see that. The reservoir, we wouldn't see that. What is that? Reedy Reservoir. Oh, Rudy. Yeah. Yeah, I think our best hope here is gonna be shooting a localizer. That way, at least we got our localizer to capture, and then we can have terrain to help us with that glide path. Stand out of the path and running straight into some stuff. Oh, RNAV F, GPS F. I think though the approach end is from the west though. And for us, we would fall out of. I mean, I guess we could. I don't know. I guess we could still. Oh no, we wouldn't even be able to because. Well, no, because hip. Hold on. Oh no, our missed approach goes out to the west. That's what it is. The dotted line is our missed approach. I don't know why I didn't look at that right. Because I'm looking on the profile view and I'm like, I don't even see Lino or lens. Yeah. So yeah, we can shoot the RNAV. Have you done an RNAV in this airplane before? Okay. Oh, that where it branches out from 297 and 020? Oh no, that's the path, I'm sorry. I think it's dual because like I said, I think no, that's wrong. Yeah, my theory, I'm pretty sure was incorrect. But either way, we do have a steep glide path of 6.5. That puts us, if we're doing, what would our speed be? Probably about 140. We'd be doing 1,600 feet per minute. So we'd have to really watch our speed. I'd say probably even set full flaps on this approach for this landing. Yeah, I'm with you on that. Yeah, should be one in there. Under taxi, under the taxi tab. I think it says taxi. Yeah. And then air. Yeah. That too, I was saying I want to make sure we're as light as we can be, getting in here and throwing all the drag out. It's gonna be an interesting approach in the A320, that's for sure. Yeah, we'll let the sun do what it does. Hopefully not. It is being recorded. All you need is some Englishman narrating it. All right. A misunderstanding of a coffee caused this air crash. Or better yet, caused this aircrane to go plummeting to the earth, crashing into the side of a mountain. Alright? Yeah. The ones that scare me the most though, man, are the ones where you got these pilots that's mentally unstable that purposely crashed an airplane full of people. SeaTac, the one that took the Dash 8? Yeah. Yeah, that was I know when I listened to the audio, man, that gave me some goosebumps, man. Hey, while we still about 8 minutes before 30 minutes out, since you're on Twitch, let me give you some guys to follow, man. You can follow FNL Aviator too. He does a lot of flying on here. He's the guy that you talked to him a couple times on my YouTube. Him and Bill, for whenever they're flying. And I wanted to give you this guy named Flying Fabio. He was an instructor for the 7.3 or the Airbus, one of those two. I can't remember. I just started following this guy, but he's pretty known in the Twitch realm. That's where I found him at. I don't know if I can send you an invite to these people's pages. But the only reason I bring him up because he was sharing his story yesterday. I was watching his channel when you hit me up and I said I was watching Twitch. I was watching his channel. He said that this glider, the story was written how a glider pilot got sucked into a thunderstorm. And I was like, ooh. And the story was insane, man. I was like, what his eyes seen that I would never want to see. Yes. And so it eventually got to a part that, so the guy was this, he said he was going to post the link. I don't know if I saw the link, but the guy that was in the glider pilot was like the CEO or something of this glider club out in, I think it was in Europe somewhere. And so they were showcasing something to a group of onlookers or something. It was supposed to be a show. So of course, you know, he had outside pressure right out the gate on whether or not, you know, that this had to kind of happen. And so they checked the weather. Weather was supposed to be good, just a few cumulus clouds or something. And so his, I guess what you would call, what is it? Not check pilot, chief pilot of the club, I guess. Gave the go, said, all right, it looks good. You know, we got, you know, some cumulus puff clouds or whatnot, but, you know, should be fine. So they got the tow going, they got in the air, but he said he had a weird feeling initially about the flight, of even doing the flight out the gate. So he already had some weird foreshadowing thing going on right away. So they ended up taking off going anyway, and he had a guy in the back seat that was going. No, he didn't. I'm sorry, he did not. He was by himself. But his chief pilot guy had someone in with him, and then all of a sudden this cumulus nimbus started building out of nowhere north of where they were, and he was like, "Oh, I'm not going that way anyway, so you know I'm going south. I'll be going away from where that's at." But the chief pilot came across the radio in his glider saying, "Hey, that weather out there is not looking good. We're going to abort this. We'll, you know, showcase this some other day." So they all started going down, and he kind of nonchalantly blew off this cell that was building because he was going south. And he was flying along the ridge. Everything they was talking was like in meters. But he gave the equation of what it was in feet. And I think he was at like 5,000 feet or 6,000 feet initially. And he was starting his descent, and all of a sudden he just got this rush of hot air rising underneath him, and he just started climbing out of nowhere. And before you know it, he was at like 8,000 feet, and he was throwing in flaps, everything, or whatever they call their things to throw drag out in the glider. And all of a sudden he was in the updrafts of this storm. It started sucking him into it. I guess it caught up to him. It was moving. And he was in that path of it, and before you know it, his little meter, that they have that little meter in there that be like beep, 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 beep. You know, when it's climbing and getting the updrafts and whatnot, the thermals. And before you know it, he was at 9,000 feet, and then he got toward the center where he was getting these downdrafts. Oh no, I'm sorry, updrafts are on the inside, downdrafts are on the outside, isn't it? Because it starts to throw it out, and you get the downdrafts on the outskirts of the storm. So I think initially he got some downdrafts, but he slowly kept getting inside this cloud, and he even said that in the story that initially, eventually, all of a sudden he's inside this cloud, and so he was trying to be calm, and then that's when he went from getting these huge ass descent rates to huge ass ascent rates, and he's getting thrown up through this cell, and before you know it, dude, this guy was at 19,000 feet in the glider. Inside this storm cell, said he's seeing lightning and thunder around him, or can hear the thunder clapping, but he sees the lightning, and of course the temperatures are like damn near freezing levels. He's getting hit by hail, and I didn't know that gliders or glider pilots, I guess, do they carry parachutes? Because he put his reserve inside the glider so he can wrap himself up in the parachute to stay warm. No, he was like, he threw everything out, and because of how strong these damn updrafts was, he kept climbing. It just kept climbing him because he's in those 20,000 foot updrafts, you know, foot per minute. And so his guys got back to the ground and they didn't see him, and they're calling him on the radio, and he eventually calls back on the radio letting them know, hey, I'm okay. You know, I'm kind of getting thrown around. It is cold, but I don't want to unnecessarily use the energy that I have, body energy right now, transmitting across the radio. So, you know, because he's trying to regulate his body temperature, his body heat, you know, and try to get that mental state of not getting cold. And yes, man, and dude, I was tuned in his story, and he was reading it, you know, word for word off the article. And so eventually, you know, he kept fighting it, and before you know it, he saw Earth again. Because the whole time he was inside the cell. And he's thinking to himself, you know, life starts flashing in front of you. Kind of like it was for my one flight, I don't want to say on this stream, where I was, you know, going through some weather. And I'm like, I got this shit, but at the same time, I'm like, oh shit. You know, so... Yes. And he said he was thinking of all the times that these things happened that he read about, and in all of them there were no survivable stories from any of these times that this have happened. The rate of survival was 0. So he was just riding the wave, man, trying to ride the wave, trying to get this thing down as best he can. And finally, like I said, he got thrown out of it, and when he got out the other side of it, you know, he started trying to get down to the ground, and I don't know where he ended up at, but he was like, all he saw was forest and like controlled fire, burnt forest, you know, where they control the forest of burning certain things. So all he sees is all of these goddamn pointy ass toothpicks pointed up toward him. And he was like, of course, after fighting through this huge cell, I now have to fight with trying to get on the ground properly without being a shish kebab. And then he was like, then he thought to himself, was like, you know what, I'm just grateful. This is the least of my worries. I just survived this freaking thunderstorm inside this thing, so you know what, I'm gonna be grateful. And so he got back in the mode of trying to make sure, you know, he get that mental state. And in summary, he survived. He got to the ground. He had somewhat of a decent landing. He was able to walk away from it, and he crawled out of it soaking wet. And to top it all off, dude, he took off in the glider in shorts and a t-shirt. Yes. Yeah, exactly. And that was why he pulled the chute, so he can wrap himself in it while he was inside the glider to try to stay warm as much as possible. But it was insane, man. That was an insane story. I'd like to really read the article again, or at least have it saved somewhere. But that was insane. That's why I say the things his eyes seen, I would not even want to see it in my dreams. Yes. Yeah, same here. Because that's how I was thinking when after my motorcycle incident, and I didn't share that story with you, I don't believe, but that's why I'm kind of like, I don't really give too much of a shit about fast cars and fast motorcycles anymore, because I had an incident on 59 with a buddy of mine. Well, we were probably easily doing about 120, 130 on 59 about midnight, You know where LBJ Hospital is over there off 610 and 59 area? Say again? Oh, okay. But he had a Hayabusa, and I was on my ZX9, and you know, so we hit it. It's midnight. You know, there's not really any cars out on the road, and we're blazing up the freeway. And I look back because we're coming up on that interchange where it splits off for 610 north or 610 west or 610 east. And I look back at him to say, "Hey, which way are we going?" And by the time I turned around, dude, a old school ass metal pickup truck was like right in front of me. So I slam on the brakes, and I'm still somewhat a novice to this. So instead of me, you know, control hit the brakes with the right, you know, with the front brakes and the rear brakes, I slam 100% on my rear brake. So the bike's just sliding, fishtailing, still doing damn near 100 miles an hour, not slowing down. Cause I'm like tunnel vision now, trying to, and I'm so tunnel visioned in of trying to stop that I didn't even realize the lanes on each side of me were wide open. And I slam into the back of this truck, probably doing like 30 or 40, man. But yes, and just like when the ladder fell out from under me, and I don't know how many situations you've had, but everything goes in slow motion, but it's happening so fast. And it was in it was so slow motion that my points, you know where my intakes are, where the intakes are on the ZX9 or any Kawasaki or any, like even yours. The corners of the intakes, I literally saw both of them go flying off the motorcycle at each side because I hit square dead middle in his bumper. Fortunately, my forks didn't get tore up. The bike didn't get tore up. I basically did an endo. Is it an endo? I forgot that word. When you, yeah, because I've never done those, but I remembered the word then. Yes, front wheel smacks into the back of his truck, back tire comes up, and then comes right back down. I didn't even put my feet on the ground. I hit the gas because I was too worried I was gonna get ran over from the back. And my buddy sees the whole thing because I'm in front of him and he's behind me, and he was like, "Yo, I was waiting for you to get over and go around the guy, and you just ran right square into the back of him." And the crazy thing is, I think this guy was probably drunk because he didn't even stop. No tail lights, no nothing. Yes. So in that split second, I was like, do I flag this guy down or do I just go? So in that thought, we were right there at the interchange, and I just went. I just took 610 West, and he took it with me. My buddy took it with me, and we got off at like Hirsch. I think it's Hirsch and what is the other street over there? Not Hempstead. Homestead. It's Hirsch and Homestead. And we stopped at the gas station, and I'm just pumped full of adrenaline that even then I wasn't even shaking or, you know, really just taking in what just happened. And so we were like, yeah, bro, I'm good. I'm gonna head to the house. He get to the house. All the way on my ride home, it didn't hit me until I got home. And then the next day I woke up and was like, yo, I should have died last night, or at least been seriously injured. Yes. And that's when it hit me. All the what ifs started coming into my head and freaked me out so bad I didn't ride my bike for like maybe 2 months after that, man. So that's why now fast cars and motorcycles don't really, you know, tweak my interest. A fast airplane, definitely, because I have the variables of somebody else causing the issue is kind of out the window. It's minimal, should I say. I won't say out the window. It's much more minimized of having it, you know, an in-air collision with somebody. So yeah, after that incident, man, I'd pop a wheelie. That was my game. I'd pop wheelies all day long because I didn't know how to pop wheelies and shift gears. I tried the shit many times, but I could never shift gears while having the bike stood up. I may have only hit it once, but yeah. But other than that, I was like, my best, I'm on a wheelie at maybe 20 miles an hour. If I fall, that's still survivable. I'll get road rash, but that's survivable, depending where I'm doing it at. But most times I know I wouldn't be on the freeway at 20 miles an hour trying to stand it up. So yes. So that's why the Corvette thing, when you hit me up wanting to go take a spin in the Corvette that day, and then the car that day, I was like, yeah, bro, I'm good. It's especially too the thrill and rush you get on a motorcycle with actually feeling that wind squeezing you, you know, on the sides going, because when 99 had just got built, or just finished building, you know, had just finished it and they had it open, you didn't get charged for it. So you can run up and down 99 before they actually turn the tollway stuff on. So I jumped on my bike at that time and was like, I'm finna go, you know, because I jump on my bike to just kind of keep the fluids going, because it stays sitting in the garage for so long. Every now and then, just to keep the fluids moving and keeping the gas from gunking up my spark plugs and stuff, I would just jump on 290, take it up 290 to like out there like Tobacco Road, and hit it wide open, turn around, make a U-turn, come back home. You know, and then this day, I was like, you know what, I'm gonna go jump on 99 since it's open, and open it up and see what I can hit it to. And I think I recorded that video. I have that video on my in my file somewhere on my computer. I got it up to like 160, I think, like 160, maybe 170 or something. Enough to where I can feel the front tire like teetering onto the road, like barely tipping the road. And I let off, made the U-turn, came back up to 290, put it back in the garage. So for me, I was like, there's no car I'm gonna get in outside of being on a proper racetrack going at that speed. There's no thrill that a car can give me that I didn't get on my motorcycle at that speed. I believe you. Right. Man. Yeah. Oh man. Like didn't feel like it would ever stop. Yeah. Oh. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and that's how I am, man. I think for me, I get my experiences in, and it's easy for me to move on from that experience. Like going to the clubs, you know, I did that when I was younger. It wasn't really my cup of tea, you know, but I experienced it. I'm good. You know, and the same with motorcycles. I feel like if ever I do get a motorcycle again, it'll be a cruiser or something. It won't be a sport bike. Yeah. I'm like, I'm happy with it. I got to feel what that felt like. I'm good. All right, we're 16 minutes out. Okay, you want me to put it in, or did you already put it in? Okay, sweet. All right. Alright, I see it there. I feel like we missed the, did we miss the top of the descent? Oh yeah, we're only bleeding off barely 15,000 feet. A little over 15,000 feet or so anyway, so yeah. Alright, did you get approach information? If not, I'll get that. Approach phase. Okay. Alright, let's see. Let's get that. Oh, go back. Alright, 9 on the arrow. So I think it's 600 feet or something. Actually, no. QNH 38. Temps 9. So we'll just create the temp. Celsius. Config, we're going full on the config. Okay, I see localizer there. 15, let me get that pulled up. Let's see. How does it not let me pick this? Oh, winds. 1405. Oh, I guess I already have fuel. Okay, that's fine. Alright. Barrel mins are in. 220. 10,020. Let's see. Go ahead and activate that phase. Alright, so approach phase is complete. Man, we still got a nice little sunset here. I guess we're chasing this sun, alright. I'm gonna unshare your screen because I feel like mine's buffering weird down here. Alright, that's okay. Alright. Go for it. Out of 28, let me verify our pressurization. Make sure we're depressurizing. We're at 7. PSI is down to 7. We're on 100 foot. Oh, say again? Oh, okay. Cabin altitude 6450. Alright, at a 27. See the clouds below us. TAT is at 0. So we may not need any anti-ice before we enter this cloud. May not. Let the folks in the back know. Get the ATIS here again. Just
Kilo Alpha Sierra Echo Airport Information Oscar 0153 Zulu weather wind 132 at 5 visibility 10 sky condition 4,600 scattered ceiling 5,300 broken ceiling 6,800 overcast light rain temperature 14 dew point 9er altimeter 3038 advise on initial contact with information Oscar.
Alright, 3038. We're coming out. I'm going to go ahead and change our altimeter. 3038. Since we're going to be below 18 anyway. Alright, 38. Get the standby set up here. I'm going to bring the range in for you something on the map. Where's the red table? Looking at your side, oh, on the map. Oh yeah, I do see it. Hell, I'd say switch it to heading mode and just fly to it. Hell, if you want to fly it all the way in, then you can do that as well. And I got the whatever you need me to get. That way you can just fly the plane. Oh, you want to bring that speed back? 320. You can tell me if you want what you want to do. Okay. All right, now I'll go with the descent checklist. Let's get that. Oh, descent. Flows ATIS obtained. Landing data is set. JipWiz landing. Flaps 3 are as required. We're going full. Get my what you call it? Checklist. Descent. Approach descent briefing performed. Minimum safe altitude check. Landing elevation set. Altimeter set. After descent checklist completed. All right. Again, we're doing, like you said, the localizer 1.5. Localizer DME E. Runway 1.5. Alright. This approach climb right turn to 14,000. So when we get on the localizer, I'll switch the altitude to 14,000 for missed approach. That's the only thing I don't like about the automated part. I like to tune in my own freaking nav frequencies because I get worried, like in the 175, that it won't tune to it right when I want it tuned. And or if it'll actually do it. Yep. Alright, I'll get auto brake set for you. That's the identifier. I had that turned on. Oh, I guess we can't pick max brakes on landing. Can we? I don't know, because I can pick medium. I can pick low. We can't pick max. And you might be right, because I feel like you had me select max braking at one point. We was landing somewhere. Oh, let me turn it off. All right, we got DBL. Is there a bright light on over here? I can't figure out what light is lighting up this, up the flight deck right now. Because the dome light is off. Yeah. Oh, is it your left knob on your side? Oh no, that left knob is from that. Because my knob over here makes this console brighter, but it's all the way off. Yeah, your left knob should turn up the under dash area to brighten that back up. And if you don't mind, I'm gonna turn that back up a little bit so I can see that landing gear when it's time. I don't know, I still can't see the landing gear. That didn't help. We're turning. You turning? I don't think it's gonna take us nowhere. I think it's gonna take us into 360. Yeah, I was about to say you can probably go direct. That's gonna give us a, yeah, that's gonna give us a nice tight turn. Yeah, I'd fly hidden mode or hand fly this joker all the way to where we need to. Because you also want to make sure your turn radius isn't too steep as well coming off of DBL. There's some weather right over the airport though as well. That's interesting. Alright, we're out of 21. Turn the wing lights on. So we're going to be entering, it looks like we're going into the cloud now. At least for me it looks like we're going into a cloud deck. TAT is +5. You're going to turn should be engine anti-ice on. It's your call. +5. Alright, engine anti-ice coming on. Does the rest of that look right on the map? Oh. Yeah, where it's getting screwed up. Alright, let's see. Oh, so I see. Because it should be Jaguar, Kicker, FIMSO, and so forth. Gotcha. Okay. Let's see. Oh, they're there. Yeah, they're there from what I see. Because we're doing the localizer DMEE. So that is not actually giving us, like, we're not doing the RNAV or the localizer 1.5, because I think it's different. It is different for the localizer 1.5. Actually, no, the intercepts are still the same. It's just the initial isn't DBL for the initial. All right, transition altitude below 18. We have 30.38 on mine. Standby. Yours looks good as well. Gotcha. Okay. All right, I'll get some seatbelt signs on. If you want to go back a little bit more, 34350. Otherwise, you're gonna have a tighter turn on that Jaguar. Oh yeah, true. What's in front of it is still green, and it says tops 11,100 within our range. We're leveling off at 13.5. Localizer 15E is showing up. If we hit LS, is that gonna override your heading mode, or does it just pop it up? So I would assume it should just pop it up for us to see it, right? Okay, yeah, there it goes. I got that activated for you. Alright, we're coming up on 13.5. Cam status check. Speed brake still out. With that, you have that. Cabin signs are on. DHMDA is set. Altimeter is set. Engine mode selector. We are in. Well, I think we're coming out the clouds now, but it's set to ignition. I can switch it back to normal here. It looks like we're out of the clouds. TAT is plus 11. I'll get anti-ice off for you. Man, it is freaking dark out here. I just barely see that horizon red line out there. Yes, sir. Outside lights? You saying? Okay. Alright, lights are on. Those are on. Seatbelt signs are on. The arm there. Taxi. Oh, do you see that now? The little beams? You still don't? That's interesting. That you're not getting that effect on yours. Alright, you just disconnected autopilot? Alright. Auto throttle's disconnected. Leave it. Sit. Okay. Alright, master caution. Oh, you gotta move your thrust levers. Go for it. Man, you hitting turbulence over there? You do? Okay, sweet. I was about to say, what the heck is going on with yours? We're climbing for some reason. Oh, you do have controls. That's why. Okay. All right, flaps 1. 13 on the altitude set. Overspeed. Oh, how did we end up way? I thought you were just at like 210 on the speed. Yeah, I'll bring the, I'm gonna throw the speed brakes back out. You good though? Do you want me to do anything? Okay, alright. Taking speed brakes back out and I'll arm them. Oh, unless you still got speed brakes in. Yep, they are. They are. Alright. I tried to arm them. Say again? Isn't it below 200 for flaps 2? Oh, we are. I'm getting lost by the blue line. Alright, flaps 2 coming in. What's that? What's that? Off course? Oh, where the hell are we? Oh yeah, we are way the hell out there. And just make a right base. Oh, okay, yeah, that I see what you're doing. Alright, I'll reset it. 15 set. Man. Is this snowing on yours? It's got like, oh, maybe it is raining. Oh, that's just the, yeah, it's got some rain on the windshield for me. That's just the water streaming by the windshield. Watch this. Interesting. You want me to give a direct 2 then? From my position? Okay. No worries. Direct. Let's go back up. Start. Alright, we're direct. I think the missed approach line. Oh man, we got the clouds on the windshield. Like we're going through the clouds. Like the Russian winds of it. This is getting intense. Alright, let me get on my game. Alright, approach. We're good on the approach check. Get my flows pulled up. This landing G-Quiz, descent clearance we got. What are we? 24. I don't even think anybody else is out here. Yeah, there's nobody else out here. I'm not gonna make any calls. Coming up on that red line there. This is insane. Oh, you were. Oh, gotcha. The hell is all of those lines? Okay, yeah, I can decipher what it's doing now. Okay. You're good on the MFD of what you're seeing? 13.5. Yep. Alright, you're 13.5 now. And flaps 2, verified, checked, set. Alright, flaps 3 coming in. Flaps 3. Yeah, if you again, if you want, just tell me the speeds, altitudes you want. I'll set it so you can fly. Alright, we're still 13.5. Okay. Alright, so we're 180 set on the speed. Now see if that localizer starts coming in as well. Yep, localizer's coming back in as well. I think I see lights in front of me. Runway lights. I don't know if you see them on yours yet. Oh, okay. Gotcha. We're climbing. Three. 12.3 set. Alright, landing gear coming down. And full flaps. Parking brake is off. Get nose light on there for you. Alright, we have 3 green on the landing gear. Yep, and max on after the landing gear's down. Alright, your descent rate is perfectly fine because it is a 6.5 descent rate. You're on a localizer, looks good. Alright, 11.7. 11.7 set. I'll bring you down to approach speed here. So what was approach speed? Says it should be 130 on the approach speed. But I'd say 130 plus 5 or 10 because we do got a 6 knot headwind. You want 140? Yeah. Or whatever you want, let me know. Alright, 135 set.
2,500.
Ooh, this is nice.
100 above. Minimum.
Yeah, we're getting down. Looking good though. I'll just make the call anyway. Aspen traffic, SkyWest 5885 is 2 mile final, runway 15, Aspen. Alright, so again, max on the brake and landing gears down.
1,000.
We're full flaps and
Speed.
checked,
Speed.
verified.
Speed. Speed.
Spoilers are
Speed.
on.
Speed.
Yeah, you're good. Just want to get on that pappy if all possible. Yeah.
500. 400. 300.
Speed. Speed. Speed.
200.
Speed. 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 Speed.
100.
Speed. 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 Speed.
I don't know if yours at the same altitude, the elevation as mine, but we're still high. Are you on the ground already? Oh, it's still high. We're like floating above the airport on mine. Yeah.
Speed. Speed. Speed.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Speed. Speed.
Yeah, it's acting
Speed.
weird on
Speed.
mine.
Speed. 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 Speed.
Well, hey, good landing.
Speed. 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 Speed.
It wasn't? Oh,
Speed.
hell.
Speed.
From mine, it looked like it was smooth as hell.
Speed.
And you got off early. Did we end up at the end of the runway or something?
Speed. 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 Speed.
Ah, got you.
Speed. Speed.
Okay, then that's what it shows here.
Speed. 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 Speed.
Yeah.
Speed. Speed.
Yeah.
Speed. Speed.
You hear him saying speed the whole
Speed.
time?
Speed. Speed.
Oh, well, if we're on the ground, let me
Speed.
get flaps and
Speed.
stuff up.
Speed.
Terrain. Flat. Terrain. Pull up.
Oh, man, now I'm getting pull-up stuff.
Terrain. Too low.
All
Terrain.
right, flaps coming in.
Pull up. Terrain. Terrain. Flat. Pull
I want
up.
to try to slow down, but I feel like it's going to pull me right back up.
Terrain. Too low. Terrain.
And I don't want to
Pull
mess nothing
up.
up. Oh, let me get my windshield wiper off. Is it raining on yours,
Terrain.
Elise?
Flat. Terrain.
Oh,
Pull
okay.
up.
All right, taxi.
Terrain. Flat. Terrain.
Strobe
Pull
lights
up.
off. Pink lights going off.
Terrain. Flat. Terrain. Pull up.
Well, our next ones will have the same scenery.
Too low. Flat.
Look at this, man. Let me get outside of here. We're like floating in there, just shaking up there. Right? So I'm telling you, I would have you get this scenery, man, but like I said, I don't think it looks great. But I'd hate for you to spend the money on it, and I look, they come out with an updated version, and then you got to pay for it again. Especially given the likelihood, how likely do you think you'll be flying back to Aspen? But yeah, I was gonna say, but if you think you're gonna try to get Aspen in your schedule all the time, then hey, I say do it, and then we can work on trying to get it set up right. Cool. Let me see if you already shut the engines down. Man, the lights bright here. My down them lights are bright.
Too low. Flat.
Let's see, make sure it counts.
Too low.
This
Flat.
flight up here. Please position aircraft case on the ground. I am on the
Too
ground,
low.
lady.
Flat. Too low. Flat. Too low. Flat.
You don't?
Too low. Flat.
Oh, mid-flight or
Too
something?
low. Flat. Too low. Flat.
What the hell caused that?
Too low. Flat. Too low. Flat.
Well, hell, I'm game to do this do this leg again, especially the way this weather
low.
is, man. This
Flat.
is pretty nice flying into here.
Too low. Flat.
Shoot, if I can give you this scenery for free, I would.
Too low. Flat.
Well, let me do something. Let me get on the ground
Too
for
low.
mine
Flat.
then. And I can at least count mine.
Too low.
And then
flat.
we can just do this flight again if you want. At some
Too
point.
low. Flat.
Oh, it won't let me put it on the ground. It did? Oh, probably because I put it in slew mode. Let me take it back out. If it lets me. Let me get out of slew mode, please. Oh, crap. I may have screwed some stuff up. Oh, I think did my sim crash? No, it still shows me on the ground at Case. Oh, it threw me all the way. Oh no, I'm up here. I want to let me in. Alright, well I'm gonna get out of let me see if I can. Okay, yeah, I can still bring my add-ons up. Let me see if I can get out of connected flight deck mode then. And see if it let me drop it. And if I can't, then hell, like I said, we'll do the flight again at another point. All right, let's see. Damn, this damn thing will not let me take this thing down to the ground. Let's see. Well, it says I'm in sleep mode. Now it's I don't think it was.
Terrain.
Oh
Terrain.
crap! How did I accidentally push Y? I mean pause. I didn't even know I pushed pause. They get me back over here over the airport. Get down. Alright. Alright, we're on the ground now. Alright, I'm on the ground. It took it. Let me see if I can connect back to it. Leave session. I don't want to leave session. I want to get back in here. Oh, I wonder when I leave. Did you already end the session as well? Okay. Let's see if I can get back in it. Oh, oops, wrong thing. Nope, don't want that. Let me open this back up. Let me see what it'll do if I connect this back again. Oh, you are? Okay, well, I won't worry about connecting it back. But yeah, I'm game to still do this leg with you again, man. In order to count it. Unless you change your mind and you're just like, oh, I'll skip it. Then it's up to you. Just let me know. Cool, man. Well, hey, good flying with you, man. Great flying with you. Yes. Where's our next one? The Denver. That should be a nice short one. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, I'll get to do the departure out of here. Sweet. All right, cool, bro. I'll get with you here shortly. All right. Take care. Later. All right, folks. So we are somewhat on the ground here in Aspen. Had a scenery discrepancy there that was causing us to have some issues. Let me get shut down here. This isn't even a parking spot that, well, it ain't no parking spot here at all. GSX isn't going to accept anything. All right, got number 1 down. Start that. We get some things turned off up here. Head off. Nose light off. Off, off, off. These folks out of here. Alright, we'll get number 2 shut down. Actually, on the ground, our dynamic lights look pretty good. Parking brake is on. Beacon off. I'll turn that back off. Let's see if this is actually, if the Yeah, looks like the rain's dripping off the airplane. We're on the ground here in Aspen, Colorado. Flew the Airbus here, landed pretty nicely. Yeah, we got the rain dripping off of it. Ought to have the smoke coming off the... I don't see it. Yeah, I just really wish they would update these liveries, man. This looks so good with the right liveries. Or with them having something of substance to them at least. But there you have it, folks. Alright, so my Aspen flight counted. We may end up doing this flight again. Don't know if I'll stream that one. So that way Yamin can get his account counted in a pilot's life. If for some reason his pilot's life program crashed on him at some point, causing his not to pick up too well, or just not taking the flight. So we'll probably do this flight again. I probably won't stream that flight. But this was pretty cool. This was pretty intense too, landing in here. But the Airbus landed in here pretty nicely. I think our flight plan is going to definitely have to be on point and getting out of this airport at this elevation in this airplane. We'll see if it's up to the task. We'll see. We shall see. But hey, thanks for flying along with us today, folks. Hope you guys get to enjoy this video. This was pretty intense. Unfortunately, like I said, we had scenery differences. So he landed, and my scenery was showing like we were still high, like we were still trying to get in to get down, and he was already done taxiing off, and we were on the ground. But this was pretty sweet. Got off course a little bit. We'll have to talk about that with the chief pilot on why we deviated. Even though ATC wasn't online to vector us properly, we're going to blame those guys. But yeah, so our next flight's going to be a short hop from Aspen to Colorado on our next scheduled flight. And again, we'll likely be right back here in the Airbus to do that flight. To get these folks, get our folks over to Denver. Let me see. I don't think I can get these people off the plane because of GSX. I don't think. Alright, let's see. What was the landing right here? See if it even yields anything for us. Page 5. Nope. Yes. Alright, we use 5.5 tons. Remaining fuel, 5 tons. Landing rate was 0 feet per minute because I had to slew us down. It didn't count his actual landing. I wish it would have. Landing distance 1,000 feet. And that's the flight report. Let's see. I don't think it's gonna even get these people off the airplane here. Ground services. We'll throw the cones out. Set the chocks. I don't need any external power here. Load. Get these folks off of here if we can. Let's see if we can get these people off of here. Might be better opening some doors. I don't even think GSX is gonna let me do anything. It does, but it's not gonna. Even if I zip it, it's still gonna. Oh, there's actually no parking spots for this airplane either. We'll just take one. Unfortunately, like I said, it's still not gonna let me get people off the airplane though, because of this scenery. It's weird. Yeah, so either way, I'll just open the doors and let these folks just fall out the airplane is what we'll do. Just let them fall on out. I should have some stairs I could bring up. Nope, what did I just do? It's an accident. Doors. Opened. They're open. Yeah, but it won't start unloading because we're using GSX for it. Yeah, other than that, folks, that is it. That's our flight to Aspen. Did it in the United livery. Counted it as a SkyWest flight though.